Yes, I am driving. I'm not driving. My daughter is driving. Guys, I'm not driving. But I'm in the vehicle, and I thought that we actually have nobody in the vehicle because we forgot something. We were at the store. We had a bunch of kids with us. We were at the store, and we forgot something at the store. So we have to drive back to go get it. But then our vehicle was actually ready to get picked up from the mechanic. So we needed 2 adults in order to do that. So that is what we're doing. If you guys have not been here before, I am Mama Bear to Many. I am mom to 14 children. 12 of my children are still at home, and this is Pantry Challenge Week. I don't know what week it is, but I do know out of the 2 weeks that I had my bin and my jars, this is the second week of that, if that helps you guys out. So this week is kind of exciting. So this week there's different things that we did, and then some of it's not exciting because we ate a lot of the same meals. So this week you're going to see that I go through, I have a snack type pantry cabinet, and I'm going to go completely through that, and then you guys are going to get to see like after I clean it up and all that type of stuff. We're also going to be doing our, we're going to go over and see how much we actually used up of that tote of all the food storage that I took out, as well as all the canning jars that I had from the week before, and see if I used all that stuff up. So at the end of the week, at the end of this video, you guys will see how much is actually left over from all of that stuff. So it's pretty exciting. Some things that we did the same this week, or that we've been eating the same, is we had quite a few of the same types of soups. And we also had like butternut squash soup. We've done a lot of like sourdough bread. Usually we're doing like soup and bread a couple times a week. So that's the same, and I didn't like video those types of things. I was going to do a corn chowder. I still might do that tomorrow morning and get that into this video. Not corn chowder, fish chowder. Yeah, so it's been really weird. I thought that I had, this is a really weird thing that happened, is I thought I had a ton of potatoes. Now, if you have not seen, I canned 150 pounds of potatoes, I don't know, maybe 6 months ago. I will link that in the description box below. And I thought that I still had a ton left, so I was trying to use up these canned potatoes. So I went to, my daughter, she went to do the fish soup, and she's like, we don't have any potatoes. And I was like, really? And she's like, yeah, I guess the last 3 jars got used up this morning. And I was like, oh my goodness, I can't believe that we used up all the potatoes. So anyway, I'm kind of surprised that we used them all up, but I'm glad that we used them up, that we had them in order to use them up, if that makes sense. Because doing this last month and this month has given me the opportunity to stock up in areas that I really needed to be stocking up in. So just taking that opportunity to stock up on items that is helping our family change our food over to foods that we need for our household. You know, and it's also given me the opportunity to really be, I don't know what the right word would be about, like, I'm trying to think of the right word. I wanted to learn how to make sourdough bread, right? That was gluten-free, but I kept putting it off. I think we all do that. Like, you want to do something, but then you put it off. And this month I was like, I am going to figure this out, because I've tried so many times, guys, and it's so discouraging when you try a bunch of different things and you don't even come close. And I used to be so good at making like a gluten-free sourdough bread. I used to be good at, you know, all these gluten-free products, and now everything's like, my world's changed, right? So I'm just trying to figure out how we're going to do that. And so it's really given me like the mindset to be like, okay, I got this down, so I know what I need to stock up for this. And I know I can do this, so let me stock up for this. I have such a pretty ride. Want to see it? We drive through just the town that is our main store. We drive through like a national wildlife refuge type place, which is really cool. A lot of the land that we live near is all, yeah, it's just different. It's really beautiful up here. We've lived a lot of different places. We lived in Florida, Connecticut, Massachusetts, but it's really, really pretty here. It's like, it's hard to like, if you drive, it's hard to get stressed out, where it's usually opposite when you're driving someplace else, because you're so stressed with the traffic and all this type of stuff. But normally here it's just so beautiful. It's just like, wow, like it just helps you see like how much beauty is like all around you. Okay, so I'm gonna get on with the video and I'll show you guys what we did this week. So I'm in the car again, and I forgot to say, this first little bit, I'm just showing you different types of fat balls, I don't know. What are they called? They're keto fat balls, I wanna say. Bombs, okay. She said bombs, I said balls. Who knows? All right, so my daughter had made them last week, and then I think that I forgot to drop that little link with her making them and the different types that she made. So I'm gonna put that right there in the beginning for you. So my daughter made all these different snacks so we could try different ones. So we have 6 different kinds, and these are gonna go in the freezer, and each one is like one snack for our family.
So these are keto energy balls. These are coconut cake energy bites, and these are peanut butter protein balls.
Okay. So what are these ones?
These are also the keto energy balls.
Okay, so those are the
yes.
So there's 2 of these ones here, these coconut bites, 1 peanut butter, and then 3 of these keto energy balls. Hey guys, I'm on my way to many, and this is going to be the beginning of our pantry challenge, and I thought I'd take you into the next area. Each week I've been cleaning out and clearing different areas of food storage that I have, and so you've seen me in my garage cleaning out that food storage where I had beans and rice and my deep freezers. I cleaned out those already. I'm gonna show you that like also when I'm done with the challenge, how much we actually cleaned out. So today we also went into our basement and did all of those things down there, and so today we are going to go into my closet here, which is actually we don't have very many closets because we have an old house, so our closets are in the bathroom. So we have 2 closets in this one bathroom, and we're only a bath and a half house, which is odd. Anyway, so this is where I keep like snacks and I guess like snacks and like crackers and that type of stuff. Any like pre-packaged type stuff that actually wouldn't be used to make meals, I keep in here. I also keep like this is like first aid and like medication backup, that type of stuff. Like downstairs, we have a little bit upstairs and we have a little bit downstairs. So instead of a medicine, like putting it all in a medicine cabinet, we actually keep it in here because we lock this closet so like nobody would be able to accidentally get something where we have so many children. And we also have not only our children, but we also have other people's children come into our home, and we would never want them to like accidentally take something that they weren't supposed to take, or the quantities that we're supposed to take or something. So we just lock it all away. So I'm just gonna start up here at the top. It's not super organized. We usually eat cereal maybe once a week on Sunday. Usually like Sunday before church, cereal was quick and easy. Sometimes we'll make granola. It really depends. If I can get cereal for like a discounted price, then I'll get cereal, but if I can't, then I'm going to make granola. So I had gotten this Life cereal. I think you guys saw that. The big boxes were like $2 or something. So we got that. Most of these snacks and stuff are not snacks that we eat on a day-to-day basis. These are snacks that if we're going someplace, then we would take these snacks, not just like an everyday type snack thing. Okay, so we have granola bars and this type of stuff here, and this would be for like the majority of the households. There is gluten and stuff in here. This was actually left over just from that freezer meal thing where I had bought the extra French dressing. So, and then mayonnaise. Usually I keep mayonnaise out in the garage, but this time of year it will actually freeze, so it's going to be kept in here. So then I have crackers. So I have those crackers and honey grahams, cheese crackers, and then saltines. So as you can see, for me, it probably looks full to you guys in here, but for me, like I really want to try to get this cracker section. Okay, so I know this really needs to get redone, but we're not redoing it right now. Every like couple of years, we actually scrape this down and like spray it with kilts. And it needs probably to be done, but we'll do that in the summertime so that we'll be able to like do it when we can put everything outside and then spray it down. So anyway, cheese crackers, saltines, honey grahams, and then the other crackers. I'd like to try to fill this in more, so I'm going to be putting some of that on my grocery list. And then down here is kind of like the gluten-free section. So I have these crackers and then these ones here. So I want to get 3 more of these crackers. So I'll have like 2 full rows of those. I like to keep 10 packages of these. These just have, they're only 7 carbs, and they just have the rice in here. So it's whole grain, brown rice, and salt. That's the ingredients. Other brands have a lot more ingredients in it. These ones, that is what it is. So I usually like to keep about 10 of those, and my go-to for if we need to hurry up and go someplace, I'll grab that in a jar or 2 of peanut butter. And even Sweet Pea could have like one of those with peanut butter and then some sides on it, which works out really well. So then this section over here is going to be all for Sweet Pea. So this is her dressing that she likes. That is, it's either, depending on the thing, it's either 0 carb or 1 carb. Most of these are 0 carb. I think one of them is 1 carb. And then we have Slim Jims. Everyone actually eats Slim Jims, but Slim Jims. Then we just have a variety of keto snacks. I actually got a bunch of these on clearance, a couple grocery hauls before. I usually keep these, so if there was a snack that we were having that she wouldn't be able to have, then she would be offered, hey, do you want one of these snacks? And usually she likes those a lot better than what were the homemade actual version. So, I mean, I would be fine giving her the homemade thing too and just like accounting for it, but most of the time she wants that. Granola is actually, or can actually be kind of high in carbs. So we eat yogurt a lot, and so she has, I found a good deal on this granola. So I actually have 5 bags, and that would take her through like 5 months. She usually does like a bag, I don't know, every 3 weeks to a month, depending on how much. And then I have 4 boxes of this keto, it's keto cereal. So when we have cereal, she can have cereal. And that could also be a snack if she wanted to have a snack of that. So she has 4 boxes of that. That will last her 4 or 5 months. Pork rinds. These are sugar-free snack packs. Not the healthiest, guys, as far as the snack packs and stuff go, but it's something that has 0 carbs. So we have an abundance of chips. These are kind of expensive. I think they're like $2.50 to $3 a bag. But there's been times that we've actually been like in the store and we're like, oh no, what are we gonna give her? And just grabbed some of these at the store. So that's why I have like different types of bags. So she might have one of those like once a week, and each of those has 4 net carbs. So those would have 4 net carbs. So she might have like ham and cheese roll up, or like say tuna salad and those, or something like that. I have some 0 Gatorade. Those are mainly for her. And then pretty much this is just a kerfuffle, to be honest with you. I have some peanuts in here, which I think I probably need to bring out to the garage. And then we have these pizza crusts here that I want to use over the next week or so. And then in here is stuff that I need to use out of this bin. It's different rices and stuff in this bin that I want to use. And then down here I also have more of different rices that I want to use. I also have these down here. The kids like to eat these as a snack, and those are totally good too for Sweet Pea as well. So those are rices that need to get used up. Then here on the bottom, I usually have a couple cases which I need to get more of the Gatorade Zero. And then I have a regular ginger ale and then a 0 carb ginger ale underneath there in case there's any sicknesses. We keep juice boxes for the kids, and also like if she started to get low, she could have it a juice box or half a juice box. And then over here we have chocolate chips. And so I actually want to get, that is all my chocolate chips, which really isn't a lot of chocolate chips given our family size. So I want to stock up on that this month as well, because I feel like we need more chocolate chips. So from this closet here, what I want to see is I want to get 2 or 3 cases of the Zero. I'll probably grab another dozen to 20 chocolate chips. Definitely some rice cakes here, some of these almond crackers. Fill in this cracker space here. Granola bars I usually only get if I get a good deal on something. So it's not something that I would always stock because it's only something that I use when we go someplace. We can make granola bars. So if I find a deal, then that's great. So also I'm going to put in, and this is our bin to go here. So we have sweet pea stuff is like right here and down. And then we just have various bars and stuff. So when we're ready to go somewhere, then we can just take this with us. And I'm gonna put this right in the closet because we don't need it frozen or melted. Some of this has chocolate, so summertime it's not best to leave it out in the car because it might get melted. In the wintertime it's not best to leave it out in the car because things can be rock solid. So I'm gonna put this in here, just down here, and then I'll lock this up and I'll write those things on my list. And we are clean in here again, semi-clean. So for breakfast, my kids are having cereal. Yay, fancy. But it has raw milk, so maybe halfway healthy. So having cereal with raw milk, and then we have this roast here with seasoning on it that we're gonna put the lid on and put it in the oven. Actually, the wood stove. So my daughter's getting this stuff ready here, and I'm gonna talk her through how to do the sourdough bread. And then I have 2 pans here that, and my other daughter is doing potatoes and onions, and I'm gonna make like a scalloped potato. So I just have 2 big steamer pans like this, and then I'm just gonna like even out this onion on half, so that's 4 onions in there. I'm just taking these 2 butters, popping them in here, and I will let this that melted there. Now I'm going to add some arrowroot powder and mix that around. I'm going to grab actually a little bit more. There we go. So you kind of want it to be like this. And then I'm going to start by adding some broth. I'll add 3 quarts of this. And let this thicken up a little bit. I'm just gonna add some seasonings in here. So I have, I don't know, what do I have? Pepper here. There we go. And then I have some red pepper here. Tempting to open one-handed. All right, let's see. That might be a little too much. Actually, no, probably not, because I'm adding a lot of milk in this as well. And some salt. So my daughter is also chopping up some of these Brussels sprouts and putting them, and we'll stir fry these on top of the wood stove after. And my pot over here is getting it nice and thick, so I am going to add some milk to this. I probably will need more than what I have in my container here, but I'm going to add what I have and stir it up. Yeah, let me grab another half. Okay, so I put about a gallon altogether of milk in here, and it has thickened up, but I don't want it like super thick. And I'm gonna go bring it over to the potatoes. So I have this cheese here. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do one of these pans without cheese and then one with cheese. So my daughter is going to pour about half. Try that. Oh, wait, because I'm gonna, So I'm gonna grate the cheese and put it in there and let it melt just a little bit, just off the stove will be fine. So I'm gonna take a spoon and kind of smooth this over. Do you want the bear back?
Back.
Here you go, thank you for letting me hug it.
See.
I love you.
See.
I see. All right, so I'm just gonna take this cheese and dump it in the remaining amount. I already put the other one in the oven. Sorry, I had to use you guys to scrape that. Yeah, so I'm just adding this cheese in, and then I'm gonna stir it in. I'm not the heat is not on this. I'm just gonna stir it in real quick so it's like equally throughout it. And then we'll just dump this on top of the other potatoes there, and then cover it and put them in the other oven. If I have enough space. I don't know if I have enough space actually. No, I will have enough space because I'm not putting the sourdough in yet. That's the dilemma of cooking from scratch when you have a large family, is you're always rotating things in and out of the oven. So I have the oven here. This time of year I can use the oven here, and then I have the oven in the wood stove, so it's kind of like a double oven, but sometimes even that is not enough. So there we go. So we're just gonna cover this and then throw it in the oven. So we are just gonna put 2 of the doughs into bowls like this and have them set. Okay, so this is what we are having for supper tonight. So we have oranges. We had this for lunch as well. We just are eating the other half for supper. So we had half a roast for lunch and we're having the other half for supper. And then we have some spiced applesauce and some green beans. This is what's left over of the first pan that we had. And I'll show you this. This is the other pan of the scallop potatoes that we did. This is the one that has cheese in it. And then we have another sourdough bread. And then if we use up those oranges, we do have those ones there. I'm so bad with this, guys. They had potatoes and sausage for breakfast, just fried potatoes. So my daughter made this beautiful quinoa salad. There's cucumbers and peppers and onions and stuff in it. And then there was apples and some leftover grapefruit for lunch. Oh, and then beets. So my daughter is doing some flax crackers. Is that right? Yep, she's trying. We needed to use some of that flax stuff. You saw it in last week's video where I said the food storage that I needed to use up. There was flax, so she's trying to do some flax crackers. So she got some done already. Look at these. Ooh, those are beautiful. Beautiful, yes. Mommy might have some of those with some cream cheese. That'd be good. Would be some cream cheese with the habanero jelly. I bet Dad would love those. Going fast, so I better video. So we have 2 pizzas here, and then we have some pickled yellow peppers from last year. We have some pickles and applesauce and pickled beets. Then we have salad with onions and peppers and cucumbers and salad dressing. Can you guess what day it is? Can you see the heart? We're having oatmeal for breakfast, and my son decided to be creative and make jelly hearts on the top. Sweet peas, pouring some dressing on there.
I like dressing.
They have some butternut squash soup over here too. And then, isn't that beautiful? The sourdough bread. Yeah, kind of funny. This is what is left. We had 5 pizzas, just the ones that I got on sale. It's the cauliflower crust pizzas. So we had 5 of those, and applesauce and celery and cream cheese for supper. So we decided to take out, my daughter's going to help me with this, the rest of the chickens that we have, because we ran out of the rest of our other types of meat, and these are the whole chickens that we grew last year. So she's going to help me take these apart into different pieces and bag them up. Okay, so she is taking whole chickens and putting bags. So this bag is breasts, and then there is thighs, right? Thighs, and then drumsticks here. So she has 3 separate bags that she's doing here, and then she has this tote with wings in it. And then what she's doing is putting the rest of the carcasses in here to boil down. Okay, so I did not video a lot of what she was doing with that chicken, but she ended up getting 4 bags of thighs, 4 bags of drumsticks, 6 bags of chicken breast, and then she has 2 containers of wings, which will actually do us 2 meals, but we're gonna put those in, she put them in containers, and then we're gonna do those like 2 times tomorrow. And then we have the chickens over here. So these are boiling down on the wood stove. So what we will do is we will end up taking the meat off of these tonight, and then I will take the carcasses and put them back in here. I'll take the meat off and I'll put it in like a baggie in the fridge, and then I will take the bones and put it back in here. I'll add some salt and I'll add some vegetables, and then I'll add water to the top, and then make this into a big pot of broth, and we'll probably can 14 quarts of broth out of that, and then that will be in next week's video, the canning of the broth and stuff, and then I'll probably use whatever is left of that to make a meal or 2, and you'll see that next week. And one of my daughters is making brownies for this weekend. Yum. Okay, so my daughter is trying out a new recipe, which she made polenta, and then she's going to put it in the pan, and she's going to do like a baked polenta, I guess, to go with our steak for lunch. Alrighty, so Sweet Pea wanted a little pizza there, and then she's going to have an orange to go with this. This is my 3-year-old's plate. So what they're having is chicken salad with crackers, and those are flax crackers that my daughter made this morning, and then quinoa salad and little cuties, applesauce, and pickles. So what we have left for this week, we're gonna actually be making these into a peach crisp after supper tonight. So the only things that we have left are over here. So out of this whole tote, which the kids just dumped over, that whole tote that was full like to the brim of stuff, that tote, this is all that we have left. We have coconut flakes left. We have some sorghum flour, which is going to be used tomorrow to make some sourdough bread. Chia seeds here. We have some more polenta, and we have some quinoa, and then we have a bunch of cocoa powder, and then let's see, coconut milk, cream of mushroom soup. We used some of these, but we did not use all of them yet, of the baking powder. So then we have 2 cabbages, 3 carrots, 3 barbecue sauces left. No, 4 barbecue sauces left. This is habanero jelly. We didn't make that minced beef pie, goat lard. Those are squash. I have some broths back there, and then we have some fish here, and then 2 of these rice milk. Okay, so for supper tonight, we have some really interesting things. My daughter made these. This is like polenta. I don't even know. She made like polenta, and then she cut it into pieces, and then she had me put it in the oven. So that is what that is. I don't know. I think kids are probably going to eat that with ketchup, but who knows what they're going to have it with, because I got sour cream coming out here too. So we have an Instapot full of potatoes, and we have sour cream and sour cream, salsa to go on those. I'm going to warm up these 2 beans that were from my pantry needing to be used up. I'm going to warm these up together, so if anyone wants those on top of their beans, they can have on top of their beans. On top of their potatoes, they can have that. And then there is steak in here. I don't know. I was kind of like, I want something a little different. So I put teriyaki sauce, and then I put some Italian dressing in there and some garlic, and it actually tastes really good. So that's what I did. And that is the steak. So steak and potatoes and polenta and broccoli. And that is it. And I almost forgot, we have this much left of the sourdough bread, so we will cut that up to serve with supper as well. So that is about going to wrap it up. I think that is it for this week. I'm going to make a menu with what I have left over there. I had planned to do like a fish chowder, and I didn't do that. I actually just have not wanted to make fish chowder. It's like one of those things that I have to like be in the mood to make, and I have not, oops, sorry, I have not been in the mood to make this. So, yeah. Anyhow, hopefully we'll get that fish chowder done. We're gonna do that peach crisp tonight, and we also need to put on there, and I need to assign somebody to make that mincemeat pie, and then just see what else needs to happen. I don't see very many things that need to actually happen on there. We should just be able to use it up within the next week or so. So I hope y'all are doing well in the pantry challenge, and I hope y'all have a blessed week. And let me know in the comments below what you're working on. I love hearing about it. I love to hear like your canning projects that you're working on, and hearing like how much you're using up, even if you're not videoing it. It's great to know like what other people are doing, and that we're all kind of like a community together working on that. So please, if you have not been here before and you enjoy this video, please make sure to hit that subscribe button for us. Thanks so much. Bye-bye. My home.
Home.
Are you happy I'm home?
Happy.
Yeah.
Food.
You're eating your food.
Yeah.
I love you.
Love food.